Alright, good morning y'all. Welcome back to Panama City. I'm Bob. This morning is Saturday, July the 13th, I think. Yeah, 13th. And I'm by myself today. I had somebody that was supposed to come with me, but he texted me at 5:15 and said something had come up and he wasn't going to be able to make it. So I'm out here by myself. I'm going to start inshore and probably go offshore in just a little bit. My wife and I were able to catch 3 red snapper yesterday. 2 of them were just under 16 inches and one of them was about 19 and a half. So we were able to catch a keeper inshore yesterday. We caught 2 lanes offshore, big lanes offshore. But I'm going to start off inshore, see if I can catch any red snapper, and then I'll probably run offshore. So y'all stick around and see what I can catch today. I was able to find and catch some menhaden this morning with the cast net. Threw the cast net one time, and I've got so many menhaden in the live well that I could probably fish for a week and not use all of them. But they do freeze well. So I just pulled up onto the discharge pipeline from Tyndall. So Tyndall's behind me and to the side of me. The discharge is right back there. There's another boat sitting on the other end of the discharge pipeline. But I'm gonna get to dropping some baits and see what we can catch. So this is a menhaden, just a bait fish. Some people call them bunker, but I've always known them as menhaden. Not sure he'll be quite big enough, but we'll check him. He's 15. Little bitty red snapper. There we go. I think that one will keep. We'll check him real quick. Well, he's 16, but just barely, so I'm not going to keep him. They seem to shrink a little bit when you put them on ice, so I'm not taking a chance with a red snapper. Alright, so I've made it offshore, and the first place I stopped is close to where I stopped yesterday with my wife. It's just a little piece of structure out here, not even marked, just something I found. I'll show you what the bottom looks like. So that's whatever's down there on the bottom, whatever the structure is, and I'm in 62 feet of water. There are some fish down there close to the bottom. One thing I like about this kind of structure is I don't see any triggerfish. And since triggerfish are closed right now, I don't want to catch triggerfish. So we're going to get dropped down, see if we can catch anything. See if anything here will bite. The rod I'm using back here is my Cadence 6000 with 65-pound braid, 80-pound Andy leader on a Shimano Taguaro rod. That's the one with the live bait on it. And this one here is a Shimano Talavera with a Battle 2 4000, got 20-pound braid and 30-pound leader. I'm using a little piece of squid on a 1-ounce swing jig with a 3/0 hook. Little red snapper, little bitty. Triggerfish, Inshore. Trickfish. Not what we're trying to do. Feels like a little snapper. Oyster toadfish. Feels like a little grouper. Red grouper. Pretty thing. Nowhere near big enough to keep. They're out of season anyway. And I caught him on a piece of squid. What I use is whole squid that are very small. These are, I don't know, maybe 4 inches long. Feels like another grouper. Now this one is a keeper. We call them strawberries. They're really not strawberry grouper. Strawberry grouper or a red hind grouper. This is not a red hind. There's no size limit on them. They don't get much bigger than about 12 inches. I've never caught one over 12 inches. I think they're real good to eat. It's since I don't catch very many of them. I'm gonna keep him. And he's right at 12 inches. So you can see the little black dots that he's got on his spine right there. They're pretty little fish. But the proper name for him is graysby grouper. There we go. He came loose. Sometimes it happens like that, they just come loose. That's the same remora. So hopefully we've convinced him not to come back either. Not even that high. Feels like another grouper though. What's your big fish? A little bit bigger one. Not much you can do about a grouper taking you back into the rocks that are down there at the bottom. Got back into the rocks. This is only 20-pound line. Got back into the rocks. This is only 20-pound line. So feels like a grouper because he went right back into the rock and just stopped. but I'm calling it a day. Hadn't been a bad day. Didn't catch a lot of fish that I could keep, but caught a lot of fish. Most of them were triggers, tomtate grunts, and squirrelfish or sand perch. But I did catch half a dozen red snapper. Had a couple that were just right at 16, but not willing to take a chance on them not measuring if I get stopped. Caught some grouper. I got one graysby grouper, strawberry for us to take home. These 12 inches. Caught some red grouper. Caught some gag grouper. Got broke off a bunch. But I use light gear, light line. It's going to happen. So I hope you enjoy the video. I pretty much fished stuff that I found on Navionics today, all day. Even where I'm at, same thing. Hadn't had anybody right here next to me, or any place that I stopped. So it was a nice day to just go and explore. Hope you learned something. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and I will see you next time.